Hello Bulldogs, here we are. I'm going to teach you today about how to use Tinkercad for you to design your creations, your objects. For example, for you to start designing, we are going to create your own keychain. Okay, so first of all, okay, in your model you have all the information that you need for you to create your personal account. Okay, so you remember you need to type in your web browser tinkercad.com, then you will find the official web page, which is www.tinkercad.com, and then you need to create your own account. So it's not joining to a class, it's you have an option that is going to appear that it says start tinkering, and then you create there, you join now and you create your own account. So you use your Google account or whatever email, and then you will have your Google account. Okay, so once you are in, you start to create a new design, and this is the work plane. Okay, the work plane, how can you move to see different perspectives or points of view? You can do it with your mouse or your trackpad, or from here. Look, you can move from here, or you can choose a front view, or you can choose a right view, a bottom view, wherever of them. Okay, and if you are lost, then you come here to home view and you start in the beginning. So let's start dragging. You select, for example, a box from here, and then you drag onto the work plane, then you click here, so you have your box there. Okay, once you have, I'm going to place several objects, for example a cylinder and a cone here. Okay, and I want you to get used to get familiar with how can you move and see different perspectives of the different objects that you are creating. For example, look, if you select the cylinder, you click on the cylinder, and then you come here to this option, to this button, fit view to selected shapes. So when you select this, okay, you are what you are doing is zooming over this cylinder. Okay, of course that you could do with your mouse. Okay, but it's easier if you click here. Okay. Okay, so now imagine that you want to pay attention, or you want to focus over the cone. You click on the cone, and then you come here to fit view to this shape, and you are going to come here, and if you come again to home view, you will go back to the first point of view that you had at the beginning. Again, you can, for example, if you choose now a front view, you will see from, like if you were just in front of these objects. If you want to see a right view or a bottom view, okay, wherever, and again you can move using your mouse as well, and when you get lost, then you come here to home view. Okay, now I'm going to delete this object. So you select this, and you can, or you click here in the trash can, or even you can press in your keyboard in your computer, and you can delete the different objects. Okay, so let's start with the keychain. Okay, keychain, how do you do it? Okay, you drag here this box. Okay, then we are going to select the box, and look here, you have several things here that you can play with them. Okay, first of all, when you click on one of these white little squares in the corners, you can change the different measurements. For example, for this keychain, and we are going to use, for example, we are going to use 8. I don't know if 8 is going to be too much. Yeah, we are going to use 70 millimeters, so it's going to be 7 centimeters. Okay, and we are going to use 35 millimeters wide, 35 millimeters wide. Okay, so here we have, and then if you click here, you can change the height. So the height is going to be not more than 5 millimeters in the borders, and then inside is going to be less than 5. So let's choose 5 for the borders. Okay, 5 millimeters. Okay, so this is the external part of our keychain. Then what we are going to do is we are going to take out from the center a piece of plastic, and inside we are going to fill in with letters with our name. Okay, so we are going to create another box over here. Okay, but this is different. Look, this is an empty box. So we use this kind of empty box or the cylinder for you to erase, for you to take out some parts of your creations. So look, if I choose this and I put over here, for example, let's say there, or even here inside, and then I select both of the, with the mouse, I select both of the objects, and I come here and I group them. Look what is going to happen. So it's like an eraser. You erase that part and you have now a hole. Imagine that you did, maybe you have done because you wanted, but if not, or if you have done anything that you did wrong, you can come here and undo. Okay, you press undo again. Okay, so here we are. What we are going to do with this empty box is we are going to change the dimensions. So the length is going to be, instead of 70 millimeters, we are going to choose here 60, 10 less, and instead of 35, we are going to choose here 25 millimeters. Okay, 25. Let me do it again. 25 millimeters. Okay. Right, and the height, we are going to choose here 3 millimeters. Okay, so we want to take out this from this inside, but it's very difficult for us to put this in the middle, center in all the directions, and even in the upper part of the rectangle. So what we are going to do is I'm going to put it there, for example, and I'm going to show you how to use the align tool. So you select both of them. Okay, how do you select two of them? You can do it in two different ways, or you select one first and then using pressing the shift key on your keyboard, then you click on the other one, so you have two selected. Look now how it looks. Or you with your mouse you put both of them or part of both of them inside a rectangle. So now both are selected, and now you come here, and this is the align tool. So I'm going to click here, align, and look, 3 points in this direction, in the width, 3 in the length, and 3 in the height have appeared. So we are going to center, look, we are going to center both of them in this direction. So if I click here, look, now they are centered. Now if I click, I'm going to click now to center this and this on the top. So I'm going to click the top one, and now I'm going to center both of them in this direction. So look now, both of the two objects are centered as we decide using these points. And now if I select again both of them and group, what is happening is, look, we have taken out this part of the our keychain, original keychain. Now what we are going to do is we are going to place our name here, and we are going to do a hole over here. So for you to do a hole here, we are going to use a cylinder, an empty cylinder. So you drag an empty cylinder over here, wherever place, okay, here, and I'm going to change the perspective, and I'm going to change the dimensions. Of course, this is too big for doing a hole here to pass the metal that you need, the round metal for you to put your keys there. So I'm going to choose 3 millimeters 3 millimeters diameter in that direction and 3 millimeters in this direction. So this is our cylinder that we are going to use to make a hole there. So I'm going to move over here. Okay, look. Okay, now I'm going to move over there for you to see, to have a better perspective. Okay, so it could be there, and even look here in the bottom right of your screen here, you have the edit grid, and here you have millimeters. Okay, now we selected 1 millimeter. So if I select the less number here, 0.1, it means that now if I try to move this with even with you can use your mouse to move the objects, or you can use the keys on your keyboard. Okay, so look, now it's moving smoothly, better, because you have selected 0.1 little movements. So okay, now I think that this is the right position. Okay, and then I'm going to with your mouse you can zoom out and zoom in, or using this, or coming here, remember, to home view. Okay, I'm going to click here plus to a better zoom, and once I'm here, for example, I'm going to select both of them. Okay, and again, if you select here group, you are grouping both of the shapes, the cylinder, the empty cylinder, and your keychain. And look now, I'm going over there. There you have the hole. Okay, do you see the hole? Okay, so it's done, and we are finishing. Okay, so the only thing that we need now is to write using this text, this 3D text right over here. So okay, for you to do that, remember, we have been working so far in this work plane, the blue one, but now we want to work over this surface, and this is not the blue surface. It's a different layer. It's at a different height. So you need to select this as work plane. It's very easy. You come here to work plane. Okay, you select work plane here, and then you come here and you select, look, you could choose this, or even a vertical wall for you to be working, or this one, but we are going to select this inner part. Okay, so I'm going to click here. Now we are working at this level. Now we choose test, we come here. Okay, test. I know that this is very big, don't worry. So now you change here your name. Okay, imagine. Okay, I'm going to choose my surname. Okay, so I'm going to choose in capital letters Sarah. Okay, as this is too big, you can, of course, you can use these points, the corners, for you to change the dimension. Okay. Now I'm going to, with your mouse, I'm going to change to this view for me to be able to center in this direction. And now, of course, this is to hide. I'm going to use this point to move, and I'm going to choose here 3 millimeters, because 3 millimeters, it was the same. This is going to be the same height as, look, as the border. So it's going to be protected inside this kind of frame. Okay, and here we have our keychain. Okay, remember one important thing that I didn't tell you at the beginning. When you start to do new designs in Tinkercad, Tinkercad is going to select very weird names, but you can change them. So if you click here, now I'm going to change here to keychain, not in capital, keychain. Okay, do you write? No, it's keychain, sorry, keychain. Okay, let me join it. Okay, so when you click then enter, this is going to be now the name of your design, and this is ready. Okay, then how are you going to send me your keychain for me to take a look and for me to grade you? It's very easy. Once you have put the name for your keychain, you are going to come here, send to, then you go down, invite people, generate new link. Okay, you copy this link. Okay, and then you go to your Edmodo, and inside the Edmodo I will open an assignment, and then you paste there this link, so I can clean this link and I will see your creation. Okay, so that's all for this first assignment, in which you have to create your own keychain. And one important thing, for example, imagine that you want to change some things here in the borders or whatever. Okay, so once you have done, for example, if you want to take, for example, a cylinder, and you want to take out the corners, for example, if you select both of them and you group them, look what is happening. It's changing some of the corner. Okay, but then once you have done your keychain, you can change some of the different parameters. You can create whatever you want. Okay, so here it is, and see you in Edmodo, and see you through COHEA. So bye guys, see you and take care.